We're in a bit of a predicament here, and it's not because our truck won't start. Once again, the starter's getting gummed up because we have a oil leak. Any damn way. We just loaded our truck up with quite a lot of materials, and we were in the self-checkout. See, we usually shop at the orange brother of this retail outlet, and while we were in there, there's a self-checkout. We didn't see a actual checkout. Apparently there is one over by Lumber, but anyway, we went to the self-checkout and the guy was doing it for us. We had 2 carts full of stuff too, and so, can we help you? No. And about halfway through, I realized that one of the items threw an error on the barcode, so none of the items that he scanned were picking up, so that was an additional 10 minutes. Anyway, I cracked a Monster energy drink. Sipped on a little, sat it there. I even made a note, like, okay, let's remember to scan that. Now I'm going to have to juggle the open can while I have 2 carts on the way out. Well, I forgot the damn Monster energy drink. Finally got everything loaded into my truck here. And therein lies the problem, right? The Monster energy drink was never paid for. I did enjoy a couple of self-indulgent sips from said energy formula. And, well, we didn't pay for those sips. Also, we kind of want the damn Monster energy drink. However, it's been sitting there open next to the self-checkout for a little bit too long for comfort, which is about 30 seconds after we turned our back is probably too long for comfort. And it's been a significant amount of time, and now our truck won't start either with all the stuff loaded in there. So we propose, I suppose, you don't regret doing the right thing. Hopefully we go in, we buy another Monster and pay for 2, I suppose, unless we want to trust the one that's open. And then we don't have to worry about having stolen from Lowe's, right? Hashtag recovery is discovery, honest program, why life, the struggle, not your first impulse. Fill in the blank, right? All right, well, this has been a damn worthy broadcast here on March 4th. We already missed our doctor's appointment. We were supposed to March 4th, and we marched 4th a little bit too late, right? Not quite in unison with the road traffic. In fact, there was multiple maintenance stops, and then we got behind a big dump truck, and we had to call and say, well, we're about 5 minutes later than the 10-minute policy you have, which is 15 minutes now, and so should we reschedule? And we ultimately did. We also had an appointment today for our 1-year-old daughter's appointment that we rescheduled for today, and we were going to meet them there. Her mom, our partner, is driving her, and then we just got a phone call from her that says, well, guess what? That road traffic, yeah, I didn't think it'd be a problem, but it is. We're going to be too late, and we have to reschedule. And I'm just like, all right, well, let's do. The only opening is in 2 days. Well, 2 days. We might be here because I'm trying to find us a little staycation for the 6th of March, which is, last time we checked, it was our birthday. We couldn't quite figure out. I think we figured out we're going to be 32. Thought it was going to be 33. And that was a couple years ago when I learned that when I thought I was turning 31, I only turned 30. So it's like I got a whole extra year. Damn. At least it didn't go the other way, right? Like you think you're 59, and you're turning 60, and it turns out you're turning 61 or something like that. That would be a bummer. Any damn way, here we are, 2024, Kona, Hawaii, the Isle of Big, and it is now 1 month away from the official launch of Don't Just Obey. That is the damn worthy dialectic episodic podcast, only at that damn talkspot.locals.com. Locals.com, I'm not even going to give the spiel anymore. If you haven't visited locals.com yet, don't do it for us. Don't do it for little old damn Cam. Do it for, you know what? Don't even do it for damn talk. Do it for the multitude of profiles and perplexities that you'll find loaded into a community oriented around free speech and around old-fashioned gatekeeping, allowing individual communities to set their own standards, for example, and not booting somebody from an entire country when they violated a state law. We'll end with this quick little excerpt. What we're seeing today is just baffling. We're trying to hold people of the past accountable for their proposed or perceived sins of the time, but the issue lies in the time. Here we are in 2024, and really from 2018, 2020, and beyond, with the rioting in relation to George Floyd's death, and then the massive woke movement that has basically made its way into the mainstream culture here in America, rebranding anything having to do with a slave owner, proposing renaming monuments or buildings that were named after people who maybe said something bigoted once, or it's baffling, and it's also part of a larger problem. So this cancel culture movement is infectious, and we propose that after hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of critically thinking and watching everything we can get our eyeballs on having to do with this subject, that we have been infected by a Marxist philosophy. And there's a very direct reason that this is happening, and it has to do with our officials here in this country and how our country has been run for the last 30 years or so. We can at least testify to the last 20, having been around and having open eyes. You see, we were 9 years old when we saw people jumping from the tower, having to choose whether to stay in and collapse or free fall by themselves. Ultimately, we were watching cartoons that day, but we didn't have the same respect for cartoons after that. See, it really opened our eyes, and we started to pay attention and question everything. And we encourage everyone to question everything. And we don't proclaim to know the truth. We just know that we're true to our own truth. We don't say that we have the right way of doing things, but we know damn well there is a wrong way of doing things. And if it wasn't for this absolute vow to the truth, to respect what is real, what works, what is factual, we wouldn't be here today. We hold that above all else. And if you are like us, join us, and we can talk about the fact that our leaders aren't only negligent, they aren't only dropping the ball. We propose this is a intentional, systematic destruction from the inside out. Chi-Com plays a role. The Biden administration's a joke. And of course, the evil orange man is on everybody's minds and on the cover of every article and every nightly broadcast from CNN or corporate America. And of course, today we hear the Supreme Court struck down Colorado's ban of Trump on the ballot. Well, feel how you feel about the scary orange man. It's unconstitutional to block somebody from the ballot. This is it, folks. We rise up in unison together, or we will all fall. Supply lines will go down, communications will go out, and we'll be left in the dust. Are you ready for that? Join us. ThatDamnTalkspot.locals.com. ThatDamnTalkspot.locals.com, where people precede information.